So tell me about yourself.
Hi, I'm Manushita. I'm working in Techno last 2 years, 5 months. I have worked 1 year, 6 months in Laravel and rest in various PHP WordPress projects. I have passed MCA in 2020 and after that my MCA, I have started here my career on Techno. That's right.
How many projects you have done in Laravel?
In Laravel, I have got opportunity 3 or 4 projects.
Brief me about some projects.
Okay, the project last I have been working. That's a quiz contest project. Here, from admin panel, we can update various questions on different subjects, different topics, and on the basis, this I have done in admin panel and also REST API part. And the front end was working in React Native, and there is quiz competition where user can appear various tests. They can after submitting the test they can show the result, rank, etc.
So how many challenges you have faced in this project?
Challenges are faced, something is not working in React Native, that's why we have to transfer it in WebView part. There is a timer issue, it's a very complex. It was done from my backend JavaScript or WebView part.
Do you know about Observer?
Yeah, I know Observer. Um, Actually, observer is when you need to generate slug or auto generate unique ID or something like logic, add before or after create the record, then observer will help you.
Any real-time example?
Suppose there is a product table. Here's a we want to generate the unique product ID. That's why we can use observer. The product ID table will be filled on the unique name, unique ID.
Okay. Uh, what about event listener?
Sorry, I can't explain.
Do you know queue jobs?
Yes, QJob is used when I want to send the mail to various senders. At the time QJob will be used.
What kind of process? I mean, how? Please explain.
Uh, Actually, in my hand, I have not done, but I know the logic. May I explain it?
Yeah, please continue.
Hello,
Yes.
hello. I can't hear.
Yeah, hello, I'm audible.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
May I audible? Yeah,
yes, yes.
okay, thank you. Yes, I think you have to. I have. You have to configure first the setting the queue configuration, create job, and create the job, set up the queue, and run the queue.
Do you work with any kind of payment gateways?
No, still not. I don't get any opportunity in payment gateway, but in my practice, few days ago, I have used PayPal.
So how you implement people?
In
How implement
Laravel,
people?
okay, okay,
Hmm.
yes. In Laravel, I have implemented people. First, I have used a package SRMK Liver 3. It was 3.0 for the Laravel 10, and then Composer required the package name, and then I have published the vendor, and then I have the secret client ID, secret ID I have used in the environment variable, and after publishing it, PayPal .php file is auto generated, and then on the controller I have written various methods. One is handle payment, handle cancel payment, success payment, and then there was a blade file in paper where I can add the name, email ID, amount, and then payment will be done.
In your project, how many databases you used?
How many databases I have used? MySQL.
You have used only MySQL.
Yes.
In Laravel, how many database we can use?
In Laravel, you can use NoSQL, PostgreSQL, but I have no experience on that. I have used only MySQL.
What is a one-to-one relation?
One-to-one relation when uh, do you know in the example one to many one do you know in the example where suppose one product has one there's a product table and there's a price table. One product has a single price. That's why one-to-one relation.
Okay. Do you know about polymorphic relation?
Are you asking about polymorphism?
No, polymorphic relation, not polymorphism.
Polymorphic many to many relation.
Yes.
Okay, I can understand. When suppose um, there is a user table and second one is role table. Here one user may have more than one roles. Otherwise, one role can be acquired by two or three users. In that case, we can use one many-to-many relationship, that is polymorphic relation.
It's polymorphic relationship.
Many-to-many relationship.
Okay. It's a many-to-many relationship, right?
Yes.
Okay. Please explain more.
There is a when the here the third table will be created, that is user role. User, suppose this name is user role, where user ID and role ID both will be kept, and that's why we can implement many to many relation. That's a pivot table.
Okay. So you have a post table, you have a videos table, you have a tag table. Okay.
Video
You
post.
have a post table and you have a video table.
Okay.
In post table, you have a ID and a name and a short description, something. In videos table, you have ID, name, and in tag table, you have ID and name. Uh, so if I want to communicate with tag table, both tables, so how I communicate?
Tag table will only two field ID and name, not video ID, not post ID.
No, tag table only ID and name.
Video table consists only ID and name, post table consists only ID, name, description.
Hmm.
You want to create a relationship between tag and post.
Also video and not tag and post. You told me how I create this relation.
Making third table.
Yes, you can continue with third table.
Sorry. But there's already created three table. Uh, you want to, you want to create another fourth table. I can't understand actually. Post video tag. Video has post has a video and post has a tag. One post has
Yeah,
a tag.
one post have a tag, one video has a tag.
How? Because one post must be one text and one video
No,
also.
no, no. One post must be multiple tags. One videos must be multiple tags. It's not a one tag.
So post with one post tag table you may create has many relation. Video table tag table you may create has many relation.
I just write only one relation. Is it possible?
Taking three tables at a time.
I just create only one table. Do you know about private table?
Pivot table yes I know.
What is private table? Please explain.
Private or pivot?
Private table.
Yes, pivot table is used for many to many relationship where two table, one is user table and second one is role table. User and role has many to many relationship. There third table is will be and pivot table. Suppose it is user role and where user ID will be kept, role ID will be kept.
Okay. So, what is model?
Yeah, in MVC structure, one is model where we can write the uh, this one.
Okay.
Is MVC table. We can write a model which is used to make the bridge between view and controller. And if in for our code structure, we can if I want to if I want to um, uh, raise, take the record from the table, we can use model in Laravel.
What is service container?
Service container is used where we can service container is the backbone of Laravel where we can take various dependency injections, various where one class will be dependent with another class automatically.
What is dependency injection?
Dependency injection is where dependency is a method in Laravel where one class can be easily dependent with another class, where we can easily model binding functionality.
What is soft delete?
Soft delete is a features of Laravel where where if I delete one record, then in the future we can retrieve the record easily with the help of soft delete. Here we have to write the syntax soft delete in the model, and in the table structure we may use the deleted at column where timestamp or anything else can be stored, and in the future purpose we can retrieve the record after deleting.
What is closer in Laravel?
Uh, Give me some time. Just a minute. Those are, sorry, I will tell you later. Just now I cannot explain.
No problem. What is composer lock in Laravel?
Composer log.
Hmm. Uh, how to upgrade Laravel 9 to 10?
I think in the composer.json, the version will be written here. We can change and then we have to use composer update. But I not use in my projects, but I have used.
You read about this, right? Okay. What is middleware?
Middleware is a bridge. Middleware acts as a bridge between request and response. In inbuilt middleware, we can get authenticate. We can help authentication purpose. We use middleware, but it helps us the filtering mechanism, which user authenticated user can access all the facilities. It's a
How many
filtering.
packages? Yes, please.
It's a necessary filtering mechanism.
Okay. How many packages you have used in your Laravel project?
For authentication, I have used Sangram. For role permission, I have used Patty, and also in image upload, I have used Patty package. There is another package that is Laravel debugger for debugging purpose.
You,
There, okay.
yes.
There's another package, but is a Mac website package to import export CSS Excel files.
You told you use Spatty, right? For handling media. So please explain how to handle Spatty for update any image. If I update any image, how to handle Spatty? Do you know
Mm.
about this?
Yes, and so Get Media there is a various library, Get Media library, Set Media library, Unset Media
No, no.
library.
I actually want to know in database mechanism. How,
Database mechanism,
yes.
there will be a media table will be stored where the model ID and the image. If you suppose there is a image from product table, there is an image from user table. All images will be stored in the media table with the various model names. Because there is a there is a column in model ID name. All
That's
media.
mean, yeah, that's mean you want to say if I have a post image, if I
Yes,
have another two modules where we used where you upload image, then all the images stored in this
media
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 file,
table.
media table, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have you used factory?
Yes, factory I have used to add fake data into the database.
Okay. Do you use multiple database?
For a single project, multiple database?
Right.
Not yet.
How I define any constant in Laravel
Yes. Using const keyword.
using const? Another any way to define
In PHP Laravel code, right?
in
That
Laravel,
uh,
right?
without const.
Yes, without cons any way.
Sorry, right at the moment I can explain.
Okay. What is routing in Laravel? And yes, what is routing in Laravel?
Yes, routing used to make a to connect with the controller to make the endpoint in the Laravel in which endpoint we will use into the server. It defines from route, and then it locate which controller will have the logic on that uh, on that particular endpoint.
And reverse routing?
Yeah, the reverse routing is when we get the just a minute,
Okay.
just a minute. On the runtime when
Yes.
uh, on the runtime URL will be generated. I think with the help of reverse. But I don't know the mechanism. But I have read that on the runtime, if you want to dynamically actually generate the URL.
Okay. Have you used any pattern, design pattern in your project?
Design pattern means uh, design pattern means can't understand. What do you know actually? I have used a designer actually design my project and I
No, no.
don't know.
I used I actually told coding pattern. What
Okay.
kind of coding pattern you used? Do you have any used any coding pattern in your project?
Repository pattern.
Mm. Can you explain about this pattern?
Here all the functionalities will be stored into the service. Here we can use the service. We cannot write logic in everywhere. Just we can call the service and into the controller, and then the operations will be done. And also there is a functionality in request and service request where we can use the which field are necessary, which field are nullable, which field are required.
So what is the advantage? Why we use this pattern?
This pattern only used to shorten the code base. We can use service everywhere. We cannot use multiple times the code.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay. Do you use what is Tinker in Laravel?
Sorry, right. Think.
Explain Laravel ORM process.
It's a relationship process. Eloquent one. Are you asking about relationship? Laravel provides various relationships.
No, explain about ORM in
No,
Laravel.
no, sorry. Object relationship. Sorry, can't explain right now.
Explain about architecture, Laravel architecture, how it's working.
First of all, there is a app folder, app namespace, where various controller under the app, the controller folder where all controllers are kept. And here there is a service folder where we can keep the services. The request folder under the app we can store the requests. There's a resource folder under the app where I can use the resource, keep the resources. And there is a blade stack where is a view portion. There's a blade files under the resource, under the resource views. We can keep the all blade files. The route in level 9 10 there's a route folder where we can use all the APIs under web.php, api.php. There's the environment en.env file where we can keep the database connections, various client ID, secret ID. then and also the composer.json file where the all the packages that I have installed of their version will be mentioned.
Okay, in root here is an index.php file, right?
Into the route, not index.php is not into the route.
Not route, in the root.
Under the views in index.php, yes,
Index.php in root folder, right?
yes. No, index.php, no, no, no. This is a welcome.blade.php.
When I install a fresh project,
Yes,
I don't have create any kind of routes,
yes,
just default route is here.
yes,
If
yes,
I serve this project
yes,
localhost 800,
yes.
then what uh, what file first run?
Welcome.btc.
No, I say what request
Index
first.
file, index slash root.
Okay. Do you know about facades?
Yes, facade, I know. Facade is used to make the non-static method into the static way.
Okay. Can you give me an example? How it's possible?
Sorry, I can't not but right now.
Okay, so how I called a static method in my class?
In the static keyword, using the static keyword.
I have a static method in my class. Then how I call this in another class? Suppose I have a class A and class B. I have a static method in class B. I want to call this static method
Just a minute,
in
just
class
a minute.
A.
Mm, suppose you have a class A, and here is a method static method under class A.
It's class B.
No, no, no. The static method name is just a minute. First, you have a class that is the name A, and static method includes inside the class A.
I want to use a static method in class A, but the static method is right now in class B. So how I use the static method in class A?
Uh, I think class name double quotes static method function. Double quote, no, sorry. Colon, double colon.
It's a scope resolution
Scope,
operator.
scope relation.
Okay. In PHP, we have multiple frameworks, right? Suppose we have
Yes,
Cake PHP, we have CI, we have
yes.
lots of frameworks. Why we use Laravel? Any specific reason you know?
Laravel is updating day by day. We can get new features in Laravel.
Do you know how namespace work in Laravel?
Names, namespace, inbuilt namespace is app where all the controller methods kept in app namespace. But I know the logic of namespace. But in PH, why namespace is used or not.
Yes, please explain.
Suppose in two file we have a class name same, but in, same class name. Suppose in uh, one file name is a.php, another is b.php. In both have a class name test. In third file, suppose that is c.php, we want to make the object of class test. If I use the object uh, object new test, it will confuse which class object will be executed. That's why we can use the namespace. In first two file we will use namespace A, and another second file, that is namespace B, and the third file we can use the required the namespace, required required the file name, required two required line code, and then we can create the object. Suppose this will be new a slash the class name test function. We create the object of the first file.
Okay. Okay, that's all about myself.